Hello, everybody. My name is Alula, and we are back with the Week 4 eggs. NFL picks Week 4. We're just going to jump straight into it. We're not wasting any time, already late as it is. All right. So we got, I think over the last 3 weeks, we are 8-7. That's our record. We had a 4-1 week last week. We were bad the first 2 weeks. So now we're moving into Week 4. We've established, some confidence. We've gotten our feel back. I like the lines this week, and I think I'm going to do pretty well. So, number one, Philadelphia -1. They're at Tampa Bay. I got to say, Nick Sirianni and the Eagles, they've done a pretty good job this season. The offense has managed without A.J. Brown. Obviously, they only scored 15 points last week, but, you know, the Buccaneers are dealing with some injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and I think this might be a revenge game after how bad they looked in the playoffs last season against the same Tampa team. I think Eagles -1 is definitely the play. I don't know if it's my favorite play, but I like Eagles -1 a lot. Next up, listen, we're going to take the Colts. I know 3 straight weeks and a half. Lula's so biased. Shut up. We're going to take the Colts +2.5. Listen, Shane Steichen, home underdog, okay? Overwhelmingly positive. He just is. You can check the stats from last season. Um, Obviously, he covered week 1 and week 3 at home as an underdog and as a favorite. Now we're going to be going against Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin as a road favorite. His record is not nearly as good as when he's a road or home underdog. Tomlin's record against the spread is amazing as an underdog, but as a favorite, things kind of shift. Okay, Shane Steichen has scored at least 3 touchdowns in both games at home. I know the Steelers' defense is the best in the league so far, but the Colts are going to score at least 2 touchdowns. And Justin Fields, yeah, how much can you believe in Justin Fields? The offense, to me, the Steelers, I don't think they'll get more than a touchdown or two on the board. I think the Colts defense will make some plays, although we're very injured. No DeForest Buckner, no Juju Brents, no Kenny Moore, no Kwity Paye. It's 4 starters alone. Um, I still think the Colts are going to come to play. I think Shane's going to have the guys ready. And I think the Colts are going to win this game outright, but take the points +2.5. I like that a lot. My third egg, we got Niners -10. They're at home against the Patriots. Again, this is probably my favorite play. This is actually my favorite play. There's a couple factors here. Okay, the Niners have lost a couple games in a row. In a row. Okay, so now they're at home. Remember, the last 2 games were on the road, technically. Even though the Rams is kind of a home game for the Niners, but whatever. Now they're back at home playing a bad quarterback who, although the Patriots have had an extended rest because they played that Thursday night game against the Jets, you got to understand, like, there's not a lot of things that this offense is going to be able to do, especially running the ball, which is a big thing with Ramondre Stevenson. They're not going to get the same looks. I don't think the Niners are going to mess around. I think this is going to be a murdering from the jump. I don't think it's going to be close. Niners -10. I like it a lot. My next play, listen, this one, I'm kind of like, uh, I don't love it, but a lot of the people I listen to and like, and some of the trends support it. Arizona -3.5. There's a hook there. Listen, they're playing the Washington Commanders. It's at Arizona. Arizona's home field is a real thing. It's a real issue for NFL teams. I do think that although Jaden Daniels has looked spectacular and looked so amazing, one of the best games I've ever seen a rookie play in week 3, you got to put in some context. Listen, the Commanders' defense didn't look that good, and Kyler is going to be able to do whatever he wants against his team. And, the Cardinals' defense, although it's not great, I think the Rams scored like 10 points. They blew the Rams out. The Lions scored like 20, even though the Lions were moving the ball. They're a prolific offense, though. I just think this is going to be, a short week for Washington as well because they were playing on Monday night. I just feel like Arizona's going to win this game in between like 7 to 10 points. Honestly, the 3.5 point spread, I would take the points on Arizona. I think they're going to cover, and I like to play a lot. Um, Last but not least, we're going to take Bills +2.5 at Baltimore. Again, this is my least favorite play. This might be more of an emotional play than a brain play, but the Bills are undefeated. The offense is clicking. The Ravens defense has not looked the same, even though they that Cowboys fourth quarter comeback, there's an onside kick. There are various factors. But you know, I'm not the type of person to believe that, hey, just because a team is at home and their quarterback is an MVP candidate every year, Lamar Jackson, I'm not just going to just think that team automatically. I mean, you see a lot of these people who make picks. Everyone loves Ravens. Ravens minus 2.5. Ravens minus 2.5. Listen, Josh Allen has played better than the Ravens. The Bills' defense has been better than the Ravens defense. The Bills offense overall, the playmakers have been better than the Ravens offense. So who's to say that they won't be able to run the ball with James Cook and they won't be able to get guys like Keon Coleman and Shakir open? I just think that the Bills are going to score points, and I think the Bills defense is more likely to stop Lamar than vice versa. Um, so yeah, Bills plus 2.5. That's my last pick. Recap: we're gonna take Philly -1, Colts plus 2.5, Niners -10, Cardinals -3.5, and Bills plus 2.5. This feels like another 3-win, 4-win week at the worst. I mean, or not the worst, 4-1. 3-2 at the worst, 4-1 probably at the best. 5-0 would be ideal, but we like these picks a lot. I'm recording on my laptop today because my phone's mic is so fucked up. It's so old. It's an iPhone 11. I'm going to have to upgrade soon. This shit is ass. But that's all we got today, folks. Hopefully, the Eggs go 5-0. Move on to 13-7. Get things going into week 5. You guys have a great Sunday with your family watching football or your friends. Doesn't matter. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.